All right. Welcome back to the live stream. We are going to do a few MNQ trades. Alrighty. So as you can tell, I'm not sure if you are actually online today or not watching the markets, but we are. Here's our hourly chart. Let's do the daily chart. On the day, the market has been in a downtrend ever since the 12th of March. That's 2 weeks, almost. Yeah, over 2 weeks. So now the trouble is that in the prop firm futures trading, you cannot just buy and hold for 2 weeks. You will lose your account every time. But it has obviously been a downtrend. So since the 12th of March, we went from 25,143 to all the way 23,093. That is a huge move. But of course, on a short time frame, there are always ups and downs. So as you can tell, here's a beautiful V-shape move right here from 580, 23, 580, all the way down to 23, 110, 470 points. That move right there. And then it corrected itself back up to the same level in less than a day or day and a half. And then it's been sort of choppy, but as you can tell, there's really, right now we're entering I don't know if it's a direction or not, no direction. It's kind of sort of choppy on the 15-minute chart. My day has been okay. I believe I did have to reset one $50,000 account. I think it was last night or early this morning. But overall, I'm very green on the day. I do. That was very unusual. All right, I'm back online. So, so far it's been a green day. Let's see, we have already dropped 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock Eastern time, or is it 11 o'clock? Yeah, let's do local time. Only order and hotkeys. We do like hotkeys. They keep turning off. Buy, sell. Okay. Whoa, look at that move. From 430 down to 330. We are looking at, I'm going to place a long one contract right now, and then we'll talk more about the day. So let's see. Recent news. Powell says longer-term inflation expectation remain in check. So they are still playing with the idea of inflation, even though, right now, of course, prices are affected in many ways by what's going on in the Middle East. So Wall Street rebounds after recent sell-off with Mid-East conflict in focus. Trump issues fresh threat to Iranian energy sites. All right, so that's always news like that. You got to be cautious trading something like that. Owner of oil tanker seized by Trump administration seeks to block sale. 11:36 news. Dow rises 400 points. Whenever you see a news saying this is why the stock is or the stock market's going down or going up, I'm always very skeptical, tongue in cheek. These news are usually way after the fact when the move happens, and it doesn't really explain what really happened. Let's see. Powell says risks to economy suggest rates could go lower or higher. I thought that guy's out. NATO intercepts fourth Iranian missile targeting Turkey. What the heck? Billionaire Kirsch to sell Restaurant Depot for $29 billion. What was the 1970s oil crisis, and are we heading for something worse? I don't know. All right. Sony temporarily suspends memory card orders in Japan as global memory crunch worsens. There we go. That's the effects of squeeze on the oil, and a lot of times you see those ripples affect the NASDAQ because Sony's a big technology company. Iran arrests dozens in Starlink black market network. Wow. Elon found his way into Iran. Of course, there is no freedom of speech in Iran. There is no freedom of internet. It is all heavily. My question is, who is monitoring this stuff? I didn't think there was anybody left in their government structure to hold anybody accountable or prosecute anybody on the major scale. So Fed Chair Powell spoke earlier today at Harvard. Um, Domestic migration sinks to a new low. Trapped in your house? Yeah. Housing market is overinflated on pricing, especially here in the Northwest. We're in Montana, and being a young person and trying to find yourself a place is super hard. But speaking of the 1970s, somehow our folks did it. I wasn't in the country in the 1970s. I wasn't even born. Well, I was born in the 1970s. I was born in 1979. And I don't know actually if we had the same crises that you guys did here in the United States, in Eastern Europe. I know there are things going on with Cuba, and the Cold War was in its height in the 70s and 80s. we did not have the same benchmark of comparison to labor costs, to product inventory and cost and production, things like that. So of course the commies, they touted the ability to sustain themselves. Of course, that was mainly party rule that enriched a few and kept the majority just happy, and yet ignorant enough of what was outside of the Iron Curtain and the benefits and the options that came along with private ownership and capitalism and things like that. So those who did, they found themselves in the same shoes as the group in Iran that was recently arrested, who were trying to promote freedom of knowledge, basically. So, okay, we are back to the futures. So I have 2 contracts open right now, and of course, the indicators that I'm looking at are my Bollinger Band bounce. Then I'm looking at the momentum crossover on the stochastic indicator, and then I'm also looking at the crossover on my 2 moving averages. So when those all 3 align, it's like fate. Stock market today, U.S. crude pushes higher and Dow advances. All right, so I am in the position where I think I'm going to put a stop target. And if it fills me at that, my entry level will even drop lower, so that the remaining contract I will have will already be in the green. Excuse me. There you go. Built for 1. I'm going to put this, my stop, halfway between the current price, and so I'll be 14 points in the profit if the position goes against me, or if the price action goes against me. Let's do 20 points. If I can make 20 points on every trade, even on one single contract, that's about 50, 60 bucks. You make 3, 4, 5 of those trades, and you can call it good for the day. As we talked in the very beginning, that if you can do $100 to $200 a day, then you're basically doubling your pay if you have another job and you're doing this part-time. My wife would probably tell you that I do this more than part-time, and I do have part-time scheduling this. My initial plan was work around my main work schedule, never do this in the evening, try to spend time with the family, and usually get up in the morning about 5:30 or so, and then try to trade the opening, prior opening, and then about till 9 o'clock or so. Those are the most volatile, I think, hour markers. 7:30, 8, 9 o'clock. But I'm not as disciplined as I wish I were. And then my son decided that he wanted to try his hand at trading. So I've been helping him a little bit with just getting the basics. And so that usually is an extra time here and there. So, but anyhow, yes, it as with anything, I think trying to juggle your work, your family, your hobbies, and things like it's always a challenge, and it's not the prettiest sometimes for those around. So they kind of wonder, hey, what is Dad doing? Oh, Dad's trading again. Oh, why? I thought he doesn't have to go to work till whatever. All right. Hey, if you have any comments on that topic, drop them below. I'd like to see what your thoughts are. All right, what is going on our... So I'm currently trading a pro account. As you can tell right there, it is my pro account. And on the pro account, wow, I don't like how laggy this thing is. They have way too many windows open. But on this pro account, it did qualify for a payout. So I was able to take a pretty decent payout. But I think I might... Oh, there we go. This is what our 3-minute chart looks like. We are in the oversold. We got a crossover possibly on the moving averages. However, the 1 minute still indicates it might go down a bit. Our 15-second chart showing. Woo, look at that move. 344 down. We're in the oversold. This might be the... We're gonna buy one. There we go. This almost looks like the support. There you go. So support, let's see, we'll see a bounce. Bounce off of this support line. I can see we got 20-point spread, 5-point spread on a price markers. 3-minute chart in the oversold. Crossover is about to happen on the moving averages. We are bouncing off the Bollinger Band. And let's see. Whoa, there's a nice gap on the 1-minute chart. Ooh. So possibly this is our support. Possibly we're going to drop down to... Get rid of this. Okay, 20 minutes so far on the clock. $1,200 for the day. Let's try not to roast this account. Now, depending on where my crossovers are happening and where the price is, I usually try to add to my position about 10 to 15 points on the variance. So if this drops to about 300, in this case, I might wait till if it lowers down all the way to the support level up here about 290, maybe 285. I would add one. But as you can tell, we're entering the crossover or the oversold on the momentum. I believe the Bollinger is coming into the consolidation right here. It's two upper and lower bands are possibly converging. Kind of like what happened right here in this section. But this would have been a nice buy on a short. 15 points. There we go. Let's see what happens. So we got a crossover on that lower indicator. Only one contract open, so the price has moved from 435 all the way down to 300 at this point. So 135 points it moved since 9:50. That's about half an hour ago. So let's see if there will be a move to the upside. Maybe the buyers will say enough is enough. Bulls are taking charge. And we're running this price all the way up. In my favor, of course. So, as you can tell, this at 843, the price has gone down to 260. And then there was almost a double bottom from about, let's see, 293 and 290. So maybe we're looking at a triple bottom right here. Right there, possibly, and right there, and right there. So will we see a triple bottom and then a bounce off of this, either the support or just about a 295 level? Hey, if it happens earlier, we'll take that. Not very much excitement right now, but we're 10:20. How many of you, I wonder, trade the opening of the market prior to or opening of the market? I know that's such a risky, especially if you. I know some traders will go like gold or silver, or maybe they'll do NQ. I haven't traded NQ in ages. I'm scared, to tell you the truth, to trade anything except for MNQ. And even MNQ, if you wanted to go safe, you'd probably do MES or ES. But I just kind of got in the groove of trading MNQ. And lately, I have attempted to open my positions with one contract, maybe two. And then as the move happens, I would add to my position if it goes against me on the 10 to 20 point variance. And then if it doesn't, if it goes along with me, then I usually just ride out and trail stop my profit, even on one contract. I don't like adding to my position as I am already gaining profits. I know some people will do that. What I mean by that is, let's say this is my profit. My entry level is 315. And then by all indicators and visual obvious, the price starts moving up. well, they will add, you know, 2 more or 5 more as the price is moving up. And maybe if it really skyrockets nonstop and you go all the way 300 points and you've added maybe 2 or 3 along the way, yes. But of course, your moving, your entry level will average up as well. So maybe overall you'll be in a better place. I just don't do that. I usually will, if it goes against me, will average down and scale down in my position. And then if it goes up, I will just ride with it and I will set my trailing stop like this. So let's say if it's a long, I'll set my trailing stop and I'll just ride my trailing stop all the way till it stops me out. So, but that's just me. Not any particular reason. I might change that. I don't know if I think I may have tried a couple of times to add to the position that's already a winning position just to see what kind of a profit I'll end up with. And maybe just for that particular trade, I wasn't very impressed with it. So that's why I just stick with what I do. Seems to be working. Well, for the last 20 minutes or so, no, 10 minutes or so, we dropped 37 points. My entry at the perceived support level right here did not work out. So I'm still holding. All right, we're going to put buy one at this level because I'm hoping that this is going to be the triple bottom. My browser is really laggy. All right, I'm going to have to reset my browser. I don't know what is going on with it. Okay. That looks better. Row count. Seriously. It does this every time. And yes. Like to have our hotkeys. All right, just added another. So if this candle closes above this support level, we might see a bounce, but the previous low was right here at 263, so that's extra 20 points to the downside. So far, the price has dropped from 433 down to 273. 160 points. 160 points. What is our 3-minute chart look like? It is all in the oversold territory. I mean, for quite a while. Now we're just playing the support levels. And where are we on the 15-second chart? 15-second chart is on the upswing. That line. How low can you go? How low can you go? I'm thinking about possibly adding. I'm going to add one more. Set my profit targets above my entry level. Even in the last 15 minutes, we went from 342, that's 80 points in the last 15 minutes. Israel hits new Iranian targets as Mid-East retaliation spreads. Latest news. Let's see. Trump signals potential military action coming against Cuba. All right, let's see. Are we moving to the upside? Set one. Set one more target. We have 5 contracts open right now. What does our 15-second chart look like? Whoo, quite a move. Quite a move. Will it sustain? Come on. Look how many contracts are being placed. When you're looking at the bid and the ask, there are, yeah, there's not your 10s and 20s and 30s, and there are 1s and 2s, sometimes 7s, 5s. All right, so let's see. We'll close one. Oh, come on. And of course, you're dropping right back down. Might be on the 15-second chart. Crossover to the downside. Yes, we got a crossover on the moving averages. 1 minute. What does 1 minute look like? Still pointing up. We'll give it a little bit more room. Come on, even if it moves up back to this level of 340, right there somewhere, which is a possibility on that small V move. Okay. Oh, should I do a scalp on 1, 2, or write it out? 15-second chart. Let's put our trailing stop. There you go. Trailing stop for 5. Either go or, there we go. Run that up. Don't. Oh, stop me out. Stop me out. Do another one. Buy on, nope, just do one. Buy on the pullback, sell on the bounce. Remember that? Buy on the pullback, sell on the bounce. Come on, nice pullback. Nice pullback, 3 points. There you go, pullback, fill. There you go, pullback, sell on the bounce. That would be 6 points. For a 1 contract, not very much, but 10, 15 bucks. Buy on the pullback, sell on the bounce. Oh, you're teasing. Increase that profit target. Three-minute chart. Look at that. Just formed the first green candle. 18 minutes. 18 minutes, first green candle. All right, are we going to get our flat bottom green candle for a reverse of trend, I'm sorry. Will it be a reversal? If that is, and we get our nice V shape, just like this, we got bounce right here, pull back, bounce, pull back, bounce, pull back. Will we get a bounce? Will we get a bounce? If it's a bounce, on this move, we got a bounce right here from 297 to 379. That's 80-point move. On this bounce, we got from 279 all the way to 435. So 280, 135 points. This bounce was the same. 290, let's say 290 to 430. So every time the bounce happened, it was 70 to over 100 points. So if we get this bounce right, then we should at least get 70 points out of that bounce. I mean, 70 points on one contract is not very much, but it's still a green trade. Yes, if you had 50 contracts open on a 70-point move, you're looking at retirement. But not on one. So this is not a race. This is not a 100-meter dash. This is a marathon. So if you can do a marathon, then you are in the right place. All right, so we're 10 points in the profit right now. There we go. Why not put my profit stop right there and move it up? Oh, it's only 2 points. Ooh, don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. That's too tight. No, don't stop me out. Okay, you can stop me out, I suppose. I was hoping this would have been the resistance or the support. The form of resistance would have been the support. Look at that. Bounced right off and then jumps right back up. All right. Sell on the bounce or buy on the bounce, sell on the pullback. Let's see if it works. On the pullback. There we go. Sell on the bounce. Let me see if it'll work again. Buy on the pullback. 1, 2. Find the pullback. See if it'll do sell on the bounce. Come on, come up a bit. Let's go. Oh, you can do it, just 4 points. Come on, Bulls. Okay, that's too much. Yeah, no, go back up. Ah. We'll add to that position. Right, let's see if it'll repeat the same candle right here. 15-second chart. 15-second chart. Now this might be the support right here. Oh, this might be that support. So we hit that several times. 1, 2, 3, 4. It might bounce as low as that. And I will probably add another one down right there. You know how they say, when it climbs the stairs. When it falls out of the window. All right, come on. Bring it up. Maybe right there and right there. 1040, 1040. Let's go. Oh, you. Come now. There you go. First target hit and second target hit. All right, so do we do buy on the pullback, sell on the bounce? Let's see if that price will pull back a bit, about 306, and then maybe we'll sell on the bounce up here. Yep, there we go. We got one in on the pullback. And let's see if we'll get a bounce to the up. Now, this is at the top of this range up here. So this is the resistance. If it breaks through, it will continue to the upside. In theory. Or it'll bounce off of this 310, 311, 315 level and roll slowly down. That's 15-second chart. 1 minute chart showing crossover to the downside on the momentum. We are entering our upper band for the Bollinger, and there is no crossover on the moving averages. So and it looks like we finally got our crossover on the moving averages. Right now, this is the channel that stock is trading in right here. From 267, 268 to 343. We're in the middle. We're looking like consolidation on the 1 minute chart. 3 minute chart on the way to the upside. So would it be safe to say we can add one right there about 296, and I think we're going to be filled. On right there, 295. Let's see if there are any news today on Tradeovate for trading news. take profit. Any untraded thing you want to keep an eye on as well is their news calendar. If you miss that news calendar, you will roast your account, a pro account. All right, we were filled. Calendar. Today is the 30th. We do not have any news until today, or at least today and tomorrow. So I don't see any news period this week, but maybe that's because it hasn't updated the calendar yet for the rest of the week and they're all blocked out. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, it's not even showing anything. So I would be careful. Check your calendar before you start trading your pro accounts, because sometimes those news come out at 8:30 Eastern time. So if you are in the Mountain Time, that's 6:30 in the morning, and Central and Eastern Time. So you have to make sure that you're out of your positions. If you have a pro account, 1 minute before, on the hour, or on that, and then 1 minute after. You cannot hold a position if you're a pro account holder. Now, it might be the best time to trade a test account to pass your eval, because oftentimes those are super volatile news. And so whether it's CPI or the Fed statements come out on Wednesdays, non-farm employment, so employment or unemployment numbers come out, those affect the markets substantially, frequently. So, all right, what are we doing here? Either go up or go down. All right, so after a short move to the upside, we have a red top candle, and it's an indicator of possibly the reverse trend to the downside. So we'll see. I have 2 contracts open right now. Now, I probably wouldn't have trusted this crossover on the moving averages on a 3-minute chart. Look how much the price has come down from this level. This was a crossover, and so was this a crossover. But the price then ended up going down another 40 points. So there was no confirmation. This was in the middle, dotted in the middle, and then we end up going down the scrape of the lower band of the Bollinger Band for quite a while before any changes started happening in the trend. All right, let's get rid of that clutter. All right, what's a 1 minute looking like? And chop fest. Chop, chop. Crossover, possible crossover. This is our consolidation. Let's see what happens. You know, I think it's oops. It's fun to talk through your trades. Right here. See what happens. Let's see what happens with this consolidation right here. Will it go to the upside, or will the price continue to the downside? And I'm thinking they're working towards 11 o'clock on the hour, and I believe this is the Mountain Standard Time. So it is, what is it, 1 o'clock Central Time, right, or Eastern Time? 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Will there be any major moves? We are so far just about 9 minutes away from the hour on the live stream. This particular trade right now is fluctuating between $10 and $30 in the red. I am green on the day. As you can tell, so far it's about $1,250. So, what is going to happen with our consolidation? Started about 10:40. Last 10 minutes, it's been choppy. You can tell the momentum is in the middle. The price action is in the middle of our Bollinger Band. There is no clear indication to what is happening with our crossover on the moving averages. So it could go either way. It could go either way. The lower Bollinger Band is pointing to the upside. The top one is correcting, hopefully. So let's see what was the... Did we have another consolidation here? So this was sort of consolidation, not quite. This is a long consolidation. Look at that. This was 6:40 in the morning all the way to 7:30 for almost an hour. And then it went up to the top side and then just tanked right after the open. All right, so we are going a little bit above our entry level, but not quite to the top of this range. So let's see. If I switch to my 15-second chart, I can put my profit target right there. I'll do one. See if it breaks out of this resistance. I closed for one. I'll do another stop for my remaining contract, $27. And I got stopped out. So crossover on a 15-second chart. I'll place a short just because of this move and that crossover. There you go. Bought on the bounce, sell on the pullback. Let's see if it'll prove. Selling on the pullback, about 5 points. Come down. There we go. Do another one maybe. Buying the bounce, selling the pullback. No, that's too much to the downside. Maybe right there. Buying the bounce. Oh, come on. Alrighty. Okay, we're gonna do 7 more minutes, 6 more minutes. We'll do this just a 60-minute live stream. Alrighty, how about a pullback and a bounce? And check this out. We are still inside that channel of this choppiness, and it's squeezing even more. So we are looking to either explode or tank. And now I want to see what happens. I really want to see what happens. Whoop. Trying to get the best angle here. Alrighty. So 10 points under my entry level. Do I add another one? Do I think it'll bounce off the bottom of that range? Or will it go to the downside and all the way to this support level right here of 265? All right, patience, patience. So we are at one of the support levels. So from 916, 917, that is a support level. So that's where we are. Okay, so this is now trending outside of my consolidation level. Looks like the price is moving down the lower band on the Bollinger Band. So I am 20% confident that the price is going to come down somewhere to this 270 level. Because we got our move on the momentum indicator. We have the crossover on our moving average. And we broke out of that channel. So expect the price to move to the downside. I have only one contract open. I will add another one if it dives to 270 level. 4 minutes away from the hour. Let's see if there's major news. Oh, NASDAQ waivers. Dow and S&P 500 remain higher following Trump and Powell comments. Fannie and Freddie soar as Ackman says they are stupidly cheap. Huh? Carlyle said to plan defense fund as government hike spending. Dow jumps 200 points as fears of Fed rate hike ease. Well, NASDAQ didn't jump. Why? Come on, that would help us. 2 minutes away from the hour. Inching closer to the oversold. But as it often happens, it'll reach into the oversold levels, like right here. It did at about 10 o'clock. And then the price kept on diving from 382 all the way down to 310. That's 70 points. And this was in the oversold levels on our momentum indicator. The price never crossed on the moving averages. So you have to still look for the confirmation and all usable indicators that you are having in place align for a possible move or adding to the position. So there we go. Our channel has been broken. We're going to get rid of that channel. So the price is going to move into the downside. Now it's just deciding whether to add to the position or try to, I'm going to add position. Here we go. Now our average is 292. We are 30 seconds away from the hour. I'm going to put a sell right there. If it jumps, hopefully 10 points, I'll get my sell. If it dives, on 1 minute, we got a crossover on the momentum. It's bouncing off the Bollinger Band. Let's see what happens. 11 o'clock. All right, any news? Any action? Let's go. Go, 15 second. But don't do that. Don't bounce and then back down. There we go. Got stopped out. Buy one on the... Ooh, I don't know. Pullback doesn't quite look so safe because we are in the oversold on the momentum. We are at the top of the Bollinger, so if nothing else, do a... Let's do a buy on the pullback. And sell on the bounce. Come on, give me a bounce. 5 points. 5-point bounce. Or any bounce, so I can get out of it. Look how close it came. Oh man, I should have sold that bounce. Should have sold the bounce. I don't like how glitchy this is right now. Been glitchy. It's been slow. I have too many windows open. All right, we'll add another one. Go. Sell. Sell. What is happening? It's too tight of a sell. Tier 1. I don't know. 89, 87. Three contracts. Oh, this would be the reversal of the trend with the flat top red candles. So, nice move on the hour, as predicted. But now the trend changed. So now we're hoping for a slight reversal in the same direction. Maybe this was a fake pullback on 1 minute chart. What is this, 15 second? 15 second crossover. Buy. 5 contracts. 74.10. Crossover there. Crossover, but I think it's going to have to come down into the Bollinger Band, lower band up here before it does anything. So, unless... Okay, when something like this happens, it really makes me nervous. You can't You cannot do day trading when you have issues like this. Whether it's the network, whether it's the platform, but this is crazy. When you have open positions, my guess is yes. Oh, are you kidding me? No way. Well, that was a good time to do it. Seriously, what in the blue blazes? Did you see what happened? My whole platform got reset to the rollover for the next rollovers. And this is so annoying. What in the world? Man, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Ah, okay, have to reset everything. Okay. Hmm. Bollinger. Wow, so annoying. Custom time. Do 3 minutes. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Oh, man. All right, now this is tedious. You do have to do this when you get rollovers from, I don't even know what those rollovers are. Like they expire almost. and you have to update them and agree to the rollovers for the next period. But it really stinks when you have to do this right in the middle of the trading session. So let me close this out. Hopefully it saved my settings. It saved my settings. Maybe I can open another tab for my chart without having to reset every part of that chart again. So stinking annoying. Oh well. All right, what if we do this? What if you use previous settings? MNQ. Oh, yes, yes. Praise the Lord. We'll do custom 3-minute. Have previous setting. Yes. Alrighty. MNQ 5-minute is just, I'm just being dumb. And we'll do a 15-minute. Okay. And we'll add a 15-second. All right. 15-second. We not have. Ooh. Oh, that's because this is a. I'm a doofus. Okay, show bills. No. Okay. What is going on with my hotkey? I don't know why, but my hotkey is not responding, so. One-minute chart. Add another one. We're getting into the crossover. 11:15, 23 points. Let's see, we're 12 points variance in our price. 5-minute. What does a 5-minute look like? 5-minute, possibly going into the oversold. 15-second chart. Woo! We'll put a profit target right there. Profit target, see if it'll fill us on the profit target. Now that's quite a move to the downside. From 1050, 25 minutes ago, from 300 down to 220, 80 points in 20 minutes. That's quite the move, ladies and gentlemen. And we probably should add counts. Oh, come on. Bring it up. 15-second chart. Let's see. Oh, come on. Do your work. Do your magic. I don't know why, but my keys are not, hotkeys are not working right. Come on, let's get a bounce in the 5-minute chart. Somewhere up to about 560, maybe 550. About a 550 bounce. 1 minute in the crossovers. Gonna get rid of those. Seem too tight of a stop. There you go. Put one right there. Maybe one right there. Come on. Go, 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 go. There we go. Got one. We'll put our stop. 5 points. And we'll close out. Yep. 4. Run it. Run with it. Grab and run. And got stopped. Okay, I think I'm going to call it good. It's been an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 22 minutes. There were some glitches with the system. Glitches with, I don't know what's going on. So, 11:19. Man, it's still tempting. Look at that. All right. If you have any questions, like, subscribe, place a comment below, get notified when another live stream comes out, and we'll see you in the next one.